Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a comparison that a lot of you have been asking for, the Bambu Lab H2D versus the Creality K2 Plus. These two are two Core XY beasts that both aim for high-speed, multi-material 3D printing, but they take very different approaches. One of them is sleek, polished and premium. The other is fast, aggressive and a lot more budget friendly. We've spent weeks running prints on both sides, comparing real-world performance, software, hardware quality, you name it. And while one of them is clearly more refined, the other might actually surprise you with what it brings to the table for the price. Let's jump in.
969 869.
Let's start with the basics. The Bambu Lab H2D is Bambu's latest dual-nozzle 3D printer. Expanding on the success of their X1 Carbon, it comes with independent nozzles, the new AMS2 Pro, and is built with a heavy focus on reliability, consistency, and quiet operation. It's clearly targeted at professionals or enthusiasts who want great print quality with minimal hassle. On the other side, we've got the Creality K2 Plus. It's Creality's response to Bambu's momentum. And on paper, it's impressive. High-speed Core XY motion system, Clipper firmware, and their own material feeder system, the CFS. It's fast, it's capable, and it costs about 800 euros less than the H2D. So are you getting what you pay for with Bambu? Or does Creality offer a better bang for your buck? Let's dig deeper. Starting with build quality, and this is where the differences are most obvious. The Bambu Lab H2D is built like a tank, but a quiet, elegant, well-mannered tank. Every part is tightly machined and precisely assembled. Cable routing is beautifully done. The frame is rigid, doors close with a satisfying click, and you get a premium feel across the board. The AMS2 Pro is especially impressive. It's solid, whisper quiet, and the tolerances are tight. It feels like something that could run for years without much fuss. Now the K2 Plus, it's no slouch. The frame is solid, the motion system is robust with Core XY linear rails, and the touchscreen interface is surprisingly good. That said, once you dig inside, you'll start to notice a few compromises. The CFS system works decently well, but feels less finished. Plastics are a little thinner, the lid isn't as tight-fitting, and overall it has that version 1.1 energy. We're not saying it's bad. In fact, it's pretty good for the price. But next to the H2D, the gap in refinement is clear. Speaking about clear refinement, let's hear about our sponsor.
Introducing PCBWay.com, the online one-stop shop for all your electronic ambitions. Need circuit technology or small-run manufactured parts, PCBs, 3D prints or CNC millings in PLA, ABS or aluminium, and a whole rainbow of color options. Upload your specs, approve the design, pay and await express delivery. Fair pricing, no minimum orders, and total control throughout. Contact our design team at PCBWay.com.
Let's talk real-world prints. Because specs are fun, but it all comes down to what these machines can actually produce. We ran both printers through a series of test prints, and honestly, the results were mixed in an interesting way. You know the one, sharp angles, unsupported sections, varying degrees of tilt. Now here is the twist. The K2 Plus actually handled some of the more extreme overhangs better. Less drooping, better definition on sharp points, likely due to more aggressive part cooling and a lighter tool head. That lighter head doesn't drag or vibrate as much on tricky geometry, but here and there the flip side, the K2 also struggled on other parts of the test. Bridging was inconsistent and it had more stringing on steep curves. Meanwhile, the H2D handles those same sections beautifully, so neither one wins the whole test. It really depends on the geometry. Then we moved on to a multicolor print. Same model, same filament. The K2 Plus finished the print about 20 minutes faster. That's no small feat. But when we looked closely, the surface finish wasn't as quite as nice. There were slight inconsistencies in the top layers and a touch of stringing between color transitions. The H2D, on the other hand, was slower, but the result was nearly flawless. Smooth transitions, great surface consistency, and better alignment overall. So if you're asking which prints better, the answer is still the H2D. But if you're okay with 85 to 90% of that quality and you value speed or savings, the K2 Plus does a shockingly good job. Let's get to what might be the biggest factor for most people: price. Right now, the Bambu Lab H2D with the AMS2 Pro will set you back around €2,300. The Creality K2 Plus with its own CFS system comes in at roughly €1,500. That's a solid €800 difference. If you're on a tighter budget or looking to get into multi-material Core XY printing without spending a fortune, the K2 Plus is extremely compelling. But here is the thing, you're not getting the same level of refinement. You're sacrificing a bit of consistency, software polish, and long-term reliability. The K2 Plus feels like a machine with huge potential, but one that still needs more time and firmware maturity. Meanwhile, the H2D is polished and consistent, and it feels like a machine that could run unattended for months at a time. So, where do we land? If your top priority is print quality, consistent performance, and an overall refined experience, then the Bambu Lab H2D is the best machine. It's not even close in terms of polish. It's a pleasure to use, and the results, especially for complex or multicolor prints, are top tier. But if you're on a budget or you're okay with prints that look 85 to 90% as good and you want speed, then the Creality K2 Plus is honestly an excellent machine for the price. Yes, it's not perfect. Yes, it might need more tuning. But for what you're paying, you're getting a seriously capable printer that can outperform expectations. The H2D's build volume is around 350 by 320 by 325 mm. However, due to the dual nozzle system, the actual printable area is slightly smaller for each nozzle, with single nozzle printing reaching 325 by 320 by 325 mm and dual nozzle printing at 300 by 320 by 325 mm. Where the Creality K2 Plus has an impressive 350 by 350 by 350 mm print volume. So there you have it, two solid Core XY machines with very different vibes. Let us know in the comments which one would you choose and why. Are you team speed or team polish? If you like this comparison, smash that like button, consider subscribing for more deep dive 3D printing content, and as always, thank you for hanging out and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!